The Westerlies are a Seattle-born, New York-based brass quartet at the intersection of new music and progressive jazz. In their work, they combine the delicacy and precision of the concert hall, the breathless spontaneity of a midnight jam session, and the earthy grit of a backyard hoedown. With 3 albums and a viral hit under their belt, an NPR Tiny Desk concert, and hundreds of quartet appearances on tour, the Westerlies continue to grow their diverse fan base through collaborations with indie rock stars Fleet Foxes, Malian guitarist Vieux Farka-Touré, jazz trumpeter Dave Douglas, rising star singer-songwriter Haley Hendricks, best-selling authors Sarah and Phil Kay, as well as new music vocalist Theo Bleckman. In spite of their active schedule of collaborations, the core focus of the ensemble remains its quartet performances. Since their inception in 2011, the Westerlies have cultivated a vast new repertoire for their unique instrumentation.
The Westerlies have this amazing power and knack and talent for bringing music of many different places, many different origins, and bringing it together, which has the result, has the power actually to bring people together, because people relate to all of those musics differently. There's a lot of love in this band, and they will make your heart melt.
Hi there, Riley Mulherker here from the Westerlies, and thank you for joining us for this showcase. We hope you are safe and healthy wherever you are tuning in from, and we can't wait until we can all be in the same room together, enjoying the power of chamber music. We'd like to next share with you a highlight from our past year, which was our first ever commission, a world premiere composition by Mason Bynes, written to honor the life and legacy of Rosa Parks. This piece was conceived of in collaboration with the organization Clefworks, based in Montgomery, Alabama, in collaboration with the Rosa Parks Museum. And it was presented and supported by the Festival of New Trumpet Music with additional support from the Westerlies. We are so honored to bring this work into the canon of brass music to honor the life and legacy of Miss Parks. So please enjoy this excerpt of the piece, one that Miss Bynes describes as a musically expressed love letter to Miss Parks. When the pandemic hit, we had just released our third studio album entitled Wherein Lies the Good, and we were about halfway through our release tour. Then all of a sudden, it was March of 2020, and we, just like everyone else, were paralyzed. We were quarantined apart from each other, and we had no way of making music together. Thankfully, our trombonist Andy immediately got to work at finding a way for us to collaborate remotely and finding a way to bring our music to presenters and audiences across the country and around the globe.
I remember one specific moment when we all got on Zoom and tried to play at the same time, and it just freaks out and sounds like a chainsaw going through a tuba. We started experimenting with various different platforms and tools for remote collaboration. I've rigged up this crazy system where I can compensate for the latency created by the internet and make everyone sound in sync. So I remember very clearly the first time that it worked and everyone played together in real time and it sounded like the Westerlies. And it had been 3 or 4 months since we had actually been in the same room playing, and it was such an overwhelming emotional experience to feel that again and to feel that live energy with each other.
One of the most exciting things on the horizon for the Westerlies is the release of a new collaborative album with vocalist Theo Bleckman entitled This Land. The album was conceived of following the 2016 election and presents a collection of original compositions as well as arrangements and settings of voices of truth from past and present, including Brecht, Joni Mitchell, and Woody Guthrie. Please enjoy this sneak peek of an arrangement by Theo Bleckman of our upcoming single entitled Look for the Union Label.
Look for the union label when you are buying that coat, dress, or blouse. Remember somewhere our union sewing, our wages going to feed the kids, and run the house. We work hard, but who's complaining? Thanks to the ILG, we're paying our way. So always look for the union label. It says we're able to make it in the USA.
Nimble and acoustic, the Westerlies perform exclusively without sheet music, creating a boldly personal and captivating concert experience for their diverse audiences. The palpable, heartfelt connection and rock band mentality of the group stems from their childhood friendships going back to their middle school bandroom days in the Seattle public schools. This origin story has led to a deep commitment to education and community engagement work, reaching thousands of students across the country each season.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in to see the Westerlies showcase. We are very glad that you're here. We know you have lots of other things that you can consider at this moment, and so we very greatly appreciate it. I'd like to introduce you to two of the members of the Westerlies. This is actually the lower part of the quartet, the two trombonists. This is Andy Clausen and Willem de Kock.
Thank you,
Hi,
Dave.
folks.
Thank you, David.
Go ahead, Andy.
No, please, you. The
Hi,
classic Zoom collision.
Zoom collision. Hi, everyone. Willem de Kock here. I play the lowest notes in the Westerlies. And to echo Hollis's point, I'm tuning in from Seattle on ancestral lands of the Duwamish tribe right now. And I'm happy to be joining you. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Willem. Thank you, David. I am Andy. I play the tenor role in the quartet, playing this here trombone, and I am tuning in from Brooklyn, New York, which is the Westerlies' home base, and also on Lenape land here. And just want to say hello to everyone out there tuning in. Ruth, Hollis, Joy, we appreciate you spending your valuable time with us, and here to answer any questions you may have about the program, about the Westerlies at large, and just say hello.
Three of my favorite people in the presenting world. Ruth, very nice to see you. I'm sorry we're not seeing you in person. Hollis, Joy, ditto. But yeah, if you have questions for the Westerlies, they're here to answer or comment. Hollis has a question.
Favorite programs to perform. That's a tough one. Andy, maybe we can each say one. I mean, I always love our quartet programming, especially the songs we sang program, which focuses on uh, brass quartet arrangements of vocal music and a lot of various vocal traditions from around the country, but also around the world. But I also love our collaborative projects, and we're super excited about the release of this new album with Theo Bleckman this
That's
month.
a good segue to Joy's question about the Theo album and the project. Yeah, some very cool stuff, very neat collaboration, kind of a love fest between the Westerlies and Theo. Something that just clicks really well. And yes, Joy, there will be a tour period. We had one planned, of course, for this season, which just didn't quite come together for obvious reasons. But we do plan to do another in 21, 22. It would have been nice to have the album that's being released support that, but I can follow up with you with more details about when that's happening and how that's going to work. I see somebody tuning in from your hometown, fellows.
Hi, Nancy.
Nancy at the Mini Center.
We love the Mini Center. I'm in West Seattle right now. We caught a little bit of sunshine through the clouds today, so I hope you're getting outside and enjoying that.
I miss Seattle. I haven't been able to get back in almost a year, over a year at this point. And yeah, missing all my family out there, missing Willem.
As some of
yeah.
you saw in the showcase, as Willem said, he's in Seattle and he's in Brooklyn, but the ensemble was able to figure out how to perform together in sync remotely in real time, which is kind of a remarkable achievement. And I know I shared around to many of you the feature that they had on All Things Considered on NPR that talked about that and how they achieved it and how it felt. Thank you, Joy. We appreciate your time again. Glad you could tune in. Ruth, are you still around? If not, we'll hopefully catch up with you later.
Hollis is asking
talk about education stuff, fellas. Obviously, very near and dear to what you are all about.
Yeah. Education is a huge part of our mission as a group, and we've worked with folks from preschool to elders, I guess you could say, and everyone in between. We love working with music students, music enthusiasts. We do a lot of music appreciation, performance lectures. And we have all sorts of different programming that we can gear towards whatever community we're interacting with. And it's something we really enjoy and feel very passionate about. So would love to chat more with you.
Yeah, I would just, since Ruth asked a similar question, I would say at the core of our educational philosophy is trying to show that people can express themselves musically no matter their technical ability levels. And oftentimes that takes the form of improvisation for non-improvisers and giving people an entry point into the world of improvisation, because we feel like that's such an excellent example of immediate musical expression. And some of these exercises we've implemented for elementary school students and music performance major grad students, always to really interesting and excellent results. So we would be eager to talk more with you about those possibilities.
Thank you, Ruth. Yeah, we can send some follow-up info about their various educational residency options and so on. Same to you, Hollis. We can get you some more information. Any other questions or comments? Otherwise, we will wrap things up. Really greatly appreciate everyone who is here, tuned in, and thank you so much again for your time. Please reach out to me if you'd like any additional information about the Westerlies. I'm here to help, and we will hopefully see you very soon.
Thank you for tuning in, everyone.
Thanks so much. We will see you soon.